Dembele. Get there.
Hacerle falta, sigue Messi, ha venido para Dembélé, Dembélé, recorta Dembélé con la derecha, golazo, golazo.
Overhyped or underhyped, Ousmane Dembele?
With the season he's having right now, we can't say he's overhyped because he's had like the best start to the season in the world, I think.
Why everyone must fear Dembele. He was written off, laughed at, labelled a €100 million mistake. While the world moved on to new stars, Ousmane Dembele disappeared into the shadows, broken, forgotten, dismissed as a sick note with flashy boots. But now, he's back. Faster, sharper, deadlier. And if you've been paying attention, you've seen the warning signs. Defenders turning to stone, goalkeepers left frozen, stadiums erupting in disbelief. Because this version of Dembele isn't just good, he's terrifying. The Champions League winner, Ligue 1 champion, the engine behind PSG's rise. This is no redemption story, this is a reckoning, and everyone should be afraid. He wasn't supposed to fall.
Who's better, Dembele or Saka?
I've learnt my lesson. Dembele.
Really?
Dembele.
I'm not going to lie, yeah. When you look at availability and you look at what they've done for club and country, you know, then we're there. Like, even as a Tottenham fan, I'm going to have to go with Dembele.
If Ousmane can finish what he starts, he will be one, if not the best player in the world. And that's what he's doing only now. When you look at what he's been doing since 2025, he's on top and he's on a run to win the treble.
At just 18, Ousmane Dembele was lighting up Ligue 1 with Rennes, making seasoned defenders look like amateurs. It wasn't just speed, it was chaos with control, a footballer who could dribble through a keyhole and finish with either foot. Scouts called him the next big thing. Borussia Dortmund didn't wait, they snapped him up. And in Germany, he exploded. 10 goals, 21 assists, one season, just one. And Barcelona paid €105 million to bring him in as Neymar's replacement. That's right, the heir to the left-wing throne at Camp Nou. The man expected to link up with Messi and Suarez and create the next dynasty. But that throne came with weight, and Dembele's body couldn't carry it. Injury after injury, first the hamstring, then the ankle, then the hamstring again. Every time he got going, it snapped. He missed months, then more months, then seasons. Fans rolled their eyes, pundits scoffed. Dembele spends more time on the treatment table than the pitch. He was mocked for gaming during rehab, ridiculed for his lifestyle, branded a waste of money, another lost talent swallowed by pressure and pain, and yet he never lashed out. He never gave up. Behind the scenes, while the world labelled him a bust, something was changing. He was rehabbing, rethinking, rebuilding. Because while the world moved on, Ousmane Dembele was quietly preparing to become a nightmare. When Paris Saint-Germain signed Ousmane Dembele in the summer of 2023, it didn't make headlines, it raised eyebrows. Critics scoffed, another fragile winger, good luck keeping him fit. Even PSG fans were skeptical. After years of heartbreak in Europe, they needed warriors, not question marks. But Luis Enrique saw something others didn't.
We can improve our level, and of course Ousmane Dembele has been one of the best players of the season, if not the best one. He scored, he passed, he fight, he defends, and that's the real mentality. That's a leader.
He wasn't looking at the player Dembele used to be. He was looking at the weapon he could become. At PSG, everything changed. The medical staff built a specialized program just for him. Injury prevention, strength building, neurological speed training. On the pitch, Enrique gave him the ultimate gift: freedom. No rigid positioning, no overcoaching, just space, structure and trust. And slowly, it clicked. Dembele started flying down the flanks again, taking on 2, 3 defenders at a time, picking passes out of impossible angles, delivering assists with both feet like a magician with 2 wands. He wasn't just doing well, he was terrorizing defenses. What once looked like a transfer gamble had become a tactical revolution. PSG wasn't just winning, they were winning through Dembele. He was no longer hiding in Messi's shadow or limping through La Liga. He was reborn in Paris. And this time, he brought teeth. Because the scariest thing about Ousmane Dembele? He finally had a club that believed in him, and he was proving why the rest of the football world should never have stopped fearing his name. But here's the thing, You can have the perfect game plan, the best fullbacks and world-class analytics, but nothing prepares you for Dembele in full flight. Because how do you stop a player who doesn't have a dominant foot? Left or right, it doesn't matter. He dribbles, crosses and shoots with both like he was born ambidextrous. And that's what makes him a tactical nightmare. Luis Enrique knew that. So he let Dembele switch wings mid-game. One minute he's hugging the right touchline, the next he's slicing inside from the left. He bends defensive shapes until they break. Need proof? In Ligue 1 he ranked top 3 in progressive carries and take-ons completed. In the Champions League, he averaged 6 successful dribbles per 90, more than any other winger. He's not just fast, he's sharp. He cuts in and delays just long enough to freeze defenders. Then, boom, acceleration, gone. And when you double up on him, he'll pull both defenders wide and play a reverse pass through the half space. He's chaos, controlled chaos. One match he's drawing fouls and yellow cards, the next he's slipping a no-look assist to Dewey. That unpredictability is what coaches fear most. You can't plan for a player who invents on the fly. Analysts call him uncoachable in the best way possible. No formation accounts for a glitch in the matrix. And Dembele? He's the glitch. Now imagine trying to stop that for 90 minutes. Yeah, good luck. If there was ever a season where Dembele silenced every critic, it was the 2024-25 Champions League. This wasn't just a strong showing, it was domination from the knockout rounds all the way to the final. In the round of 16 against Liverpool, Dembele was electric. He didn't just run at defenders, he controlled the entire left flank. One goal and countless moments that kept Liverpool on the back foot. He stretched their backline so wide that even their midfield started panicking. Quarterfinals? Aston Villa. Classic setup, tight defence, organised midfield, but Dembele tore it open. In the first leg, he provided a crucial assist for Nuno Mendes' goal, helping PSG to a 3-1 victory of Aston Villa.
Behind and more danger now.
In the second leg, he slipped past 2 players and passed to Achraf Nuno Mendes to score the first goal of the encounter. PSG went on to win the tie.
Right-hand side for Dembele. Hakimi's forward again. Lays it in towards Mendes. Mendes with the goal. Oh, it's in off the post.
But it was the semi-final against Arsenal that truly stood out. Mikel Arteta set up traps, double-marked him and even rotated his fullbacks to keep things fresh. It didn't matter. Kvaratskhelia dribbled down the wing and whipped in a cross to Dembele, who scored the only goal of the game. No tricks, just raw speed, sharp awareness and perfect timing. In the final against Inter Milan, Dembele didn't score, but he was everywhere, drawing fouls, beating markers, creating overloads. He didn't need the spotlight, he controlled the tempo without touching the ball for stretches. And that's when you know a player's at his peak. Not when he's flashy, but when he's essential. This Champions League run didn't just showcase Dembele's talent, it showed his evolution. He's no longer a risky winger, he's a match winner. What Dembele did in the Champions League wasn't just about stats or highlight reels, it was about presence. Every time he stepped on the pitch, fullbacks tensed up, midfielders dropped deeper, managers adjusted formations mid-game, just to contain one player. Because the truth is, defenders don't just struggle to stop Dembele, they dread him. And when you look at how he plays and how hard it is to predict his next move, it's easy to see why. Facing Dembele isn't just difficult, it's exhausting. Most wingers have patterns. They favour their right foot or they cut inside from the left. Defenders study tape, learn techniques and prepare. But with Dembele, you don't even know which foot he'll use. He can beat you down the line or cut inside without hesitation. Both directions are a threat and he switches it up constantly. That unpredictability makes defenders second-guess every step. One-on-one he forces hesitation. 2-on-1 he draws the extra defender, creating space elsewhere. Even in structured systems where players defend in zones, Dembele disrupts the rhythm. He shifts his angle, changes tempo or hits a sudden burst of acceleration. It's like defending in the dark. And it's not just about dribbling. He's learned when to release the ball. His timing on cutbacks and through balls has improved massively. And now he's not just beating his man, he's creating real danger every time he attacks. The physical effort of tracking him over 90 minutes wears teams down. His non-stop movement, quick changes of direction and raw pace pull defences apart piece by piece. He's the kind of player that forces tactical adjustments before the match even kicks off, and by the time you think you've figured him out, he's already sprinting past you. Let's talk numbers, because Dembele didn't just pass the eye test this season, he crushed the stat sheet. In Ligue 1 alone, he bagged 21 goals and 6 assists in just 29 matches. That's not good for a winger, that's elite. He finished the season as PSG's top scorer. Across all competitions, 33 goals and 15 assists in 49 games. Let that sink in. And in the Champions League, he stepped up big time. 8 goal contributions in 15 matches, including decisive moments in the knockouts. That tied the record for the most goal contributions in a single UCL campaign by a player from a French club. But it doesn't stop at goals and assists. He averaged nearly 5 successful dribbles per 90 in Ligue 1 and ranked among the top creators in Europe, with over 3 chances created per 90 in the Champions League. This isn't just a comeback season, it's a warning shot. The stats back it. The performances prove it. Ousmane Dembele is no longer a what if, he's a problem. Here's the part that should really worry defenders and rival clubs. Ousmane Dembele is only 28. That means he's just entering his prime. He's healthy, he's confident, and more importantly, he's consistent. With Euro 2028 around the corner, the French national team looks set to build their attack around him. No more fighting scraps behind Mbappe and Griezmann. This time, Dembele is the centerpiece. And at PSG, he's no longer just filling space on the wing, he's the guy they're building around, especially now that Mbappe's gone. Add in players like Kvaratskhelia and Vitinha, and it's clear this is Dembele's team now. Ballon d'Or shouts? They're already starting. If he keeps this form going through the next season and the Euros, he'll be in the conversation, and rightfully so. On the global stage, his profile is exploding. American fans watching the World Cup are obsessed. South American teams that faced him, they look relieved when he gets subbed off, because this version of Dembele is different. He's focused, he's durable, and for the first time in years, he's playing without fear. You feared Mbappe, you feared Haaland, but the most unpredictable and maybe the most dangerous weapon in football today wears the number 10 at PSG. And that's a wrap. If this video fired you up, smash that like button and subscribe for more world-class football breakdowns. Thanks for watching. Until next time, stay sharp, stay passionate, and keep your eyes on the beautiful game.